Hello again, chaps and chapettes. How are we all doing? It's lovely to see you all again, as always. Now, I don't usually like doing this, guys. I don't like usually going over the same old subject time and time again on my channel. I do like to try and mix it up a little bit so you guys don't get bored. But I do feel that this needs to be spoken about yet again. It was something that I spoke to you last night extensively about. It's Wayne O'Rourke, who got arrested recently for posting hurty words over on their X. Well, this afternoon he has been sentenced to 3 long years imprisonment, simply for writing things on social media, which I think is absolutely ridiculous, particularly when you take into consideration a couple of individuals, which I'll be using as an example at the end of this video, which I'll be coming to very, very shortly. But first of all, I want to go through this article on the BBC about it, just in case you guys don't know fully what's been going on, what's been said, etc, etc. So yeah, this is by the BBC. I do apologise, but yeah, it's the shortest article I could find that I could give to you guys. So it reads as follows. The man who posted material on social media to stir up racial hatred during the recent unrest across the UK has been jailed for 3 years. Wayne O'Rourke had more than 90,000 followers on his X account, posted misinformation about the killing of 3 young girls in Southport on the 29th of July and praised the burning of a car in Sunderland. Praising the burning of a car? You should have set him down for 15 years, let alone 3. That is absolutely diabolical. Praising a burning car. Whew. He's lucky to escape a hefty sentence with that. The 35-year-old of Salix Approach, Lincoln, admitted publishing written material online to stir up racial hatred between the 28th of July and the 8th of August. Now, the misinformation they're talking about is an article that was brought to us by a group called Channel 3 News, I think they were called. They initially stated that the attacker of these young girls in Southport was a Syrian refugee, an illegal immigrant, and put out some made-up name. Many thousands of people were sharing this article around. Lawrence Fox, people like that. Father Calvin Robinson even retweeted it. Many people were putting it on Facebook, retweeting it, putting it on Instagram, that sort of a thing. Loads of people were sharing it out. I don't understand why this guy is being singled out. I think it's because he had 90,000 followers. If he had a number close to mine, like maybe 6,000 or something like that, I don't think he would have been arrested at all. I think it was the reach that he had that's put the target on his back, so to speak. I'm not excusing it. It's still outrageous that he's been sent down just for this. But yeah, I think that's what the cause of it was. Sentencing him at Lincolnshire Crown Court, Judge Katerina C. John Knight told him, "You were not caught up in what others were doing, you were instigating it." Now they're making it out as if he was stood on some sort of pedestal with a microphone or megaphone, whatever the hell you call it, instigating it and orchestrating it there and then. I think many of the rioters did what they did off their own fruition, off their own back, so to speak. They have been silenced. They have not been able to debate and talk about things that have been on their minds for many years. They have had their mouths padlocked and zipped tightly. All the violence that has been occurred on our streets over the last 15-20 years. We have been told basically to sit down, shut up, don't question anything because it's racist. And I think people have just reached a breaking point. When young children start being attacked, fatally wounded, people can't just sit down, shut up, accept it and don't talk about it anymore. People do have pressure valves, and if they're not released by talking about things and debating things, those valves simply burst off the pipes. And that's where violence and rage comes into it. That's what orchestrated the violence. That's what orchestrated the riots. Not Wayne O'Rourke. Who the fuck is going to go rioting because some random bloke on Twitter says something to instigate riots, apparently, and saying that Tommy Robinson instigated them and Nigel Farage fanned the flames? No, these people, I think, in my own personal opinion, did what they did off their own back because their heads blew. The gaskets went, basically. The pressure could never be released. So it's been released in a big way. So it goes on to say here, she added, "The flames fanned by keyboard warriors like you." The court heard among his posts on the 29th of July was also a reference to the death of 3 children in Southport, alleging it was a terrorist attack carried out by a Muslim. That's that news article by this Channel 3 group, which turned out to be false, obviously. A further post urged people of Southport to get out on the street, which garnered 1.7 million views, the court was told. Other posts showed a picture of a County Road mosque in Liverpool and a picture of a burning car in Sunderland, which was accompanied by a post that read, "Sunderland, go on lads." He's just being a troll there. I think that's all it is. He's not seriously thinking that people are going to look at his post and go out and do what he says. He's no political lead. Like I say, he's just an average bloke on Twitter, same as I am, just with a bigger reach. In another post, he said Starmer has basically said it to us. Starmer has basically said it's us against them. Excuse me, guys. Hold the line. Other posts read, numbers are important and give them hell, lads. The court heard. O'Rourke's ex-profile was accompanied by a picture of a bulldog wearing a Union jacket. The court was told he admitted receiving over £1,400 a month in payments for his account. Now that's basically what's been happening. It doesn't warrant a 3-year prison sentence, to me anyway. Does it to you? Do let me know in the comments. Now, these couple of examples I want to give you guys. I posted one in my community tab earlier tonight. It was about an A&E nurse who downloaded CP involving babies. He has been allowed to walk away scot-free, no prison sentence, even though the video material he was viewing was involving babies, not just kids. I mean, they're both diabolical, abhorrent, but babies is just that one little step higher. Do you know what I mean? Because his lawyer said he has many characteristics of a good character, or something along them lines. Walked scot-free, able to do it again. Also, them Muslim lads who swung at female officers and police officers in Manchester Airport, they are still out on bail. They have not been sentenced at all. I do not understand how these Muslim chaps can beat up police officers, which was a mortal sin when I was growing up. If you hit a copper, you were going down for a very fucking long time. That was nothing to be sneezed at, hitting a copper. But now it seems you can get away with it with impunity. They are still out on bail. No custodial sentence whatsoever. Why? This Wayne O'Rourke got arrested, 3 or 4 days ago, and he got sentenced in less than a week. Why? For writing hurty words on Twitter. Not breaking female police officers' noses. We're talking writing things on social media. It has really got my fucking gander up, guys. It's really rubbed me up the wrong way. Our judicial system at the moment is absolutely fucked. You can watch CP. You can download indecent images of children and get away with it scot-free. You can kick the fuck out of police officers and remain on bail with no end in sight. No end of being charged. No end of being fucking sent down. Nothing. But you write anything on social media that the police don't like, or to be more specific, the Home Office and Keir Starmer don't like, you are going down. You are eating porridge for at least 3 years. It's a fucking joke. Nothing else to say on the matter, guys. I'm sorry for ranting. I'm sorry for going on quite a bit about this. But it's upset me. It's angered me. And I don't understand what the fuck we are playing at in this country at the minute. Please do let me know what you think in the comments. Oh, and I'll see you in a bit. Cheers.